You know, my shit smoking right now. I said I feel the same way, but we can't. If you feel like it, my nigga, it is what it is, brother.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, but I'm telling you right now, I just realized something. I could run into anybody at any point in time. I don't want to do this shit no more, my nigga. He was like, bro, I'm kind of glad you said that shit. I was like, thank you. Bro. He's like, nigga, I ain't gonna have to shoot you. I ain't gonna have to shoot nobody. I ain't gonna have to even get mad.
Right.
I was like, all right, nigga, let me come cut your hair. He's like, yeah, it's good. Come on. Nigga, after that, every person that I seen that I had beef with, bro, look, straight up, bro. Can I talk to you, my nigga? I mean, they're clutching. Nigga, what's up, bro? Can I talk to you, my nigga? Yes, no. You got a white flag, you know what I'm saying? Neutral zone. If this is not a good time and you won't, nigga, next time we see each other, it could be what it is. I just need to know. You feel me? Real shit.
Yeah.
Realizing I'm a barber, bro, I can't. And then that was about like 8 years ago. So ever since then, I've been making amends with niggas I got problems with. And a couple of them was like, nigga, no. I said, okay, so look, no guns, let's run it real quick. And then it's done. He's like, yeah, we can do that. You feel me? So we did that. Bam, bam, bam. You feel me? The mouth is strong. Your mouth, your words are strong, bro.
All right.
Even if the problem doesn't get across.
We live?
I think we finally got it going.
Yeah, a minute 42 on live.
I'm a little weirdo.
You got cameras everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this man mixed with a lot. But yeah, since you're a truck driver, like all my uncles are truck drivers. So most of Somalians were like either truck drivers or cab drivers. They try to like get me into that.
And welcome again to Talk About It, the social commentary for good people heading better places where change is always possible. Tonight, we're talking about the WWE, new shows that are catching our eye. My Uncle Malcolm, he's our special guest co-host for tonight. And we're also talking about shit that's going down in Seattle, the good and the bad. And then we will have a live performance at the end from my good friend, Tone Ford. So stay tuned for that. Let's talk about it. So first up, Fahad.
What's good,
you
bro?
want to talk about the WWE.
Yeah.
So you
That's
have
what you want to start with?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to talk about.
All right.
Let's talk about it. Huh?
Gotcha.
By the way, your mic is right there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Well, no, not yours.
Oh, this is mine. Okay.
That's you right there.
This guy got a bunch of mics going on. All right. Well, let's talk about it, man. I mean, the Royal Rumble happened. Supposed to be a lot of special guests. A lot of people didn't show up. The Rock didn't show up. The Rock was the main attraction to that.
And he didn't show up.
And he couldn't show up. The man is busy. I mean, the man's famous as hell. So he didn't show up.
Yeah, you would think they paid him so much that
they advertised it too, and then like a week before it happens, they're like he can't make it, so they took his picture off.
For real?
Yeah, so he couldn't make it.
Huh. Yeah, I also remember. How you think that affected the turnout?
The turnout was kind of like, it was disappointing because everybody wanted to see The Rock. The whole point was like, hey, The Rock is gonna return.
Yeah, he's gonna
win the Royal Rumble, and he's gonna take on his cousin Roman Reigns. That was like the whole plan for it, and now it's changed. So it's Cody Rhodes that returned from injury and won, and that's the guy he's got to face now at WrestleMania. I mean, still a good match, but I'd rather have The Rock.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if he's supposed to be the main attraction, then yeah, for him to not show up, there has to be something behind the scenes. Like they must have promised him money and then flipped the script and then thought he would.
Not only that, but he's in Hollywood. You know, he has his own show that he does. It's called Young Rock, about The Rock's life. So the man is busy, so he's like he couldn't make it. Yeah, it's funny too. It's comedy.
I saw a couple episodes. Yeah, I saw a couple episodes of that.
It's so funny as hell, man.
So what do you think happened then? Like, did he ask for more money and they said no? Or, like,
No,
what?
I mean the man is like he has all the money in the world. Like he doesn't need money.
So
it's
he
The
just
Rock.
he just
He
straight
just couldn't.
canceled.
Yeah, he just couldn't. He was busy with Hollywood. So. The plan was like for him to wrestle, but like now he's doing movies and
wrestling?
stuff. He's like,
it's down
yeah.
here to the right.
He's like, yeah, I can't. So he can't. So The Rock.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Boy,
Was
sure, he let
that-
a lot of fans down.
He good.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
let a lot of fans down.
Yeah, let a lot of
Most
fans down for
definitely,
that.
Yeah, I almost definitely say I'm quite sure he let a lot of fans down.
Yeah.
My input on it, just being an honest, open, and blunt, just speaking my opinion on it as far as facts. I almost definitely say if, The Rock made a commitment to it, he should have most definitely stood on his word.
Yeah.
It's not me, speaking bad on him because we don't know. It could have been a family matter that came up.
Dad.
Yeah, it could've been a
children,
bunch
kids. It could
Or
have been.
Hollywood offering him more
Yeah, I
money to
mean,
do something.
I mean, if it's
I would hate to even
Yeah.
look at it as far as somebody offering him more money because, like you said, he has all.
He has
money
all
in
the
world.
money, yeah.
And
that's true.
when
Yeah.
you think of it, I would think he would have made it his business if possible, if it wasn't like a family emergency,
Yeah.
health issue, whatever, to be there because this is somewhere where he started
Yeah.
his beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
coming
The people
back
that
and
supported you
coming back
before
and
you
showing
became a
love.
movie
This
star.
is where you grew. This is
Yeah.
where you became you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is that's part of his history
Yeah.
in the beginning.
It
You know,
is.
it's about the,
Yeah, I
the
agree.
respect and love. Like I said, I wouldn't want to tarnish his name and go off what I may think it is because what I think may not be factual. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When I speak, I try to speak on facts.
True.
I don't like spreading gossip, because for one, I'm a man and I'm accountable for what I say out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That
You
is
know what
true.
I'm saying? So therefore, since that's my belief, I have to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that's a strong self pride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Belief that I have and I stand for it. The same way I told Anthony, hey, if I'm not working, man, I told you from the beginning, I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to
appreciate
work.
that, Malcolm.
I didn't have to work.
Yeah.
I'm a CDL driver. Usually I'm on the road for a week or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm out of town, out of state, so therefore I wouldn't be able to
To
just
do
make
that,
it.
yeah.
But I most definitely told him after he did his first show. I remember when he was talking about it months ago.
Yeah.
It's great to see he spoke it out loud and now here it is in existence.
Boom. There you go.
He allowed to manifest his thoughts into a reality. And this is beautiful. And I wanted to most definitely support him. I didn't have to be at work, so here I am. I'm standing on my word.
Well, we
as a
appreciate
man.
you being here,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? I will be here.
Definitely.
When he sent me that link so I could watch the first show and everything, I watched it. You know what I'm saying? And it was great. Now he was like, man, I love to have you. I said, man, I even told him, man, I'll come down there and support you, man. If I ain't at work, I'm there.
There
He
you
been
go.
checking on me throughout the week. Hey, I ain't had to work, and here I am. I won't go and miss it for the world. Like I said, it would have, like I was saying with The Rock, it would have had to be a family emergency. Or something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like something that's actually prevent me. Not saying his show or my nephew is not important, but something else came up that I had that's hindering me from coming right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was saying maybe about The Rock. It could have been just something that came in his life that
Yeah.
might have just hindered him from showing up.
Yeah, that crossed my mind too.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this: if it's about his kids and that's why he couldn't show up, that's completely understandable. I mean, he has, like you said, Fahad,
Yeah.
like he has all the money in the world,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
like there's like no reason for him to not choose his kids
Yeah.
over some more money.
Exactly.
'Cause
And
you
he
can't
also has his
buy
own
your
tequila
kids.
brand.
You can try,
Yeah.
but eventually they'll grow up, or maybe they won't, and they'll just use you.
Yeah.
But you won't get love from it.
True.
That comes from a strong relationship, and that comes from caring. And if you care, it's there, and they know it. And you don't even have to really tell them.
Exactly, man.
So, what else been going on with WWE, man? Besides that,
That
I'm
and
quite
then
sure it's so much more you want to
so,
speak on, excited
yeah,
about.
yeah. So
you know.
like we got Vince McMahon that stepped down as the
Okay.
CEO.
Whoa,
Hey,
that's big.
Man,
Yeah, and
That's
then
big. He's been there since the
Extremely
beginning.
yeah, but now he's still there. He's just in the background. The reason he stepped
Oh,
down
okay,
is because
okay.
he had like a lot of sex allegations going on with the female
Oh,
superstars.
snap.
So the heat, the man didn't want the heat, so
Yeah.
he dropped it. But he's
That'll
still
do
there.
it.
Yeah,
That will do it.
Yeah.
That will do it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't let that come out into the public. People will not like it. They will not like it when
So,
that
yeah.
happens.
So
and
he
you're trying
stepped
to market
down.
to the kids.
Triple H is like the CEO now,
Okay.
and Stephanie McMahon stepped down because Vince is coming back. I
Mhm.
guess like the heat is down. It's a female that he paid.
Mhm.
And she's like, I'm worth more than that. And she just blasted him.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he'd be sleeping with his talent. So I would be surprised.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that would definitely do it. That's not a good way to market your stuff for the kids, and
Yeah.
it is definitely for the parents and the kids.
Yeah. He even like tells females with like that don't have enough of a chest, he
Mhm.
pays for that. For them to look good.
Mhm.
So they can like attract the fans and more money. So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sex sells even to kids. I guess. I don't want to even think about that.
it's just to grown people. Like there's females that's wearing like almost nothing that are out there wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that does make sense. Like, yeah, they've always been like that.
Yeah.
They've always been like that.
Yeah, so that's going on. It's pretty much it for WWE. It's not exciting like before. It was kind of fun, like back in the days, like back in '97 and on. Yeah,
Most definitely.
yeah. And
I
now,
most definitely myself used to watch it back then
Yeah.
and grew up on it.
Yeah.
It was, man, just entertainment, you know,
Definitely
Yeah.
not the-
trying to jump
it's
off
not
the
the
couch
same
and
no
do the
more,
same
man.
move.
It's just like
Yeah,
it's the
not
same
the
old
same
shit
no
every
more.
time.
It's
You
way
know.
different nowadays.
Everything's been watered down.
Yeah.
Facts.
I agree with that.
Yeah, everything.
That's what it's coming to.
For real.
That's most definitely what it's coming to. Everything's been watered down and
Desensitized and stuff.
very
Yeah.
desensitized.
Desensitized
know,
with
it's-
certain
it's-
peoples and stuff, you know, like just I don't know.
It's just hard. To me, it's harder, you know, let alone, you know, as an American in the United States, because of it's just my opinion, but
Yeah.
partially facts, because it's just what I mean by just is it's facts because I mean laws are now being put out. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
it make it facts. This is how the country is being ran. You have to be very cautious with the words you use because now
Exactly.
it can be considered a hate crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and what happened to
Yeah.
the freedom of speech? Don't get me wrong. I believe
Yeah.
not just
Yeah.
every American, every human being deserves respect.
No, absolutely.
Exactly.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
First and
Yeah,
foremost.
yeah.
I'm not on here to condone violence or disrespect.
Yeah.
I don't want my words twisted or the perception of myself veering off being misconstrued
Yeah.
by what I'm saying. So I have
Exactly.
no problem breaking it down.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, my thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, my words of wisdom or, like I said, my opinion.
Yeah,
But part of it may be fashion because, like I said, we have laws that's in place now where
for sure.
certain things you
Certain
can't,
words,
you can't
yes.
say.
Can't
you
say it
know, I
anymore.
can use examples from transgenders, homosexuality, women and women, same-sex marriages.
Yeah.
These are things that has been legalized now.
Yeah.
So this is the day and age and world we're living in right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So certain words is basically prohibited to be used, even though it's a freedom of speech. You
Right.
can
Yeah.
speak
Like,
it,
and
but if you're speaking in general, I mean, somebody could just overhear you
yeah,
and this, you know, in the
then-
workplace,
and then
now
all
you
of a
can be
sudden you're a
reprobated.
hate
You can
crime
be-
And
person.
for,
Yeah.
and for instance, like you can say a phrase like, man, damn that, you know what I mean? It's a phrase that you grew up on saying, and nowadays if you said it, you'd be taken the wrong way for it, not even mean what you just like,
Yeah.
the way they're perceiving what you just said.
Actually,
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's funny, man. Like I just watched a video on YouTube, and it was these black guys sitting down, and one black guy walked by me. He's like, "Hey, how you doing, brother?" And the black guy was like, "Oh, what's up, nigga?" He's like, "What? What'd you just say to me, nigga?" And then it's like, "Oh shit, what's up, my nigga?" "Oh shit, nothing, chilling, nigga." Hey, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mhm.
something that used to could be bad can now be good, vice versa. Something
Mhm.
that used to could be harmless can now be harmful. You know what I mean?
what I've learned about certain words is that it's great. To me, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is, as a human being, not just myself, but I just speak of Earth. We down here as a species of this planet, as human beings.
Yeah.
We were, after we was created, we was taught our language, whether it's, you know, Arabic, whatever it is, our language. Our language comes out into words. Words have meaning.
Right.
I'm gonna break it down that way I'm not misinterpreting.
Yeah.
We taught these words and the meanings from schooling, teachers, babysitters, mom, dad, you know, your surrounding, the Webster Dictionary, encyclopedia, you know, YouTube, Google, whatever. These are the interpretation, the words that's on this planet that we use daily. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is each word has a definition. It may have more than one definition. But it's crazy because now we can use a word and you can look it up and it doesn't mean that.
Right.
But to the people,
Right.
whichever people you're talking to,
Right.
it means
For
something else.
example,
Yeah.
and please do not misunderstand
Yes.
this. The word faggot literally means a bundle of sticks in
Huh.
the dictionary.
Prime
right?
example.
So
And
that's
then
a
the
word.
fact could
cigarettes
also
in
be,
English.
Cigarette in English.
Yeah.
There, see?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's all
So,
about who you're talking
and
to.
the word gay could mean happy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And then
in these words,
This means
could be
this is a cool thing
misconstrued.
here, but in the Middle East it means fuck you.
Right. It could be
Yeah.
misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? And it's I don't know. It's weird.
It's like we're using words that's already having a definition to it, but it's meaning something else from, you know, I guess generation to generation, maybe. You know, we can look at the word bitch. You look it up, it means a female.
Yeah. It literally
You know,
shows that in
female
Google.
dog.
As we got older, that was a word we used to degrade women. Now it's at the point where men are calling each other bitches, and it might mean homie or bro. You know, it's like the word is just being so watered down, misconstrued.
But
and
it's how people take things. You know what I mean? And we do as a people all together have to kind of be
accountable.
You know, aware,
Yeah.
accountable and aware of those things. You know what I'm saying? Because
It is getting harder though.
It
Like,
is.
The more the more one word means a bunch of things, the harder it is to take accountability for just
Facts.
speaking.
That's why I was saying, like, you know, being on your live podcast, I want to make sure as I'm utilizing my words, you know, I'm honestly taking my time to think before I say, because it's being broadcasted.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's room for error. It's room for a human being to have their perception. But we all
Not
as
to
human
mention
beings,
internet trolls,
you know,
who just
have a right to our
are just
perceptions.
waiting on
have
the edge of their
right.
seat for it.
We have a right to our perceptions, to our opinions, but it's like you can read an email or a text or a letter, and it wasn't written that way, but you interpret it that way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing with politics. You could talk about politics all day long, but it always goes, it seems as though it lingers into a dispute.
Yeah.
Even with religion. A person can read the Bible, the Quran, and one person can say, what this means, but the other person can read the same thing, but to them, the
Understand it
perception of
different
them is
way,
different.
Yeah.
So it's an ongoing battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Inner battle with human beings being so debatable, but having their own right to their perception don't mean it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
But it's called, but by us knowing that, it's for us to
even,
use this and understand that other people have perceptions. So we should be a tad more cautious how we address situations,
For sure.
the style
Sure.
of communication we use. Is you got assertive communication, aggressive communication,
Passive aggressive.
passive aggressive, passive. You got all sarcasm communications, all forms of communication. If we allow us to try our best to continue to use assertive communication,
Exactly.
I believe things will be much clearer. Now, us knowing where the world is at today, it's like we have the knowledge and access of all this knowledge, and through life's experience, this is something we learn and we see in everyday life. It's like, man, well, I'm gonna be more aware. So I'm most definitely be conscious of things I do because I'm accountable for what I do.
Yeah.
You know, and it's called responsibility and it's called accountability. Let alone as an adult. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Adulthood is a different hood.
Yeah, most definitely. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect my 6-year-old granddaughter to take certain accountability or
Yeah,
responsibility.
absolutely.
At a certain age, you know,
I'm in
comes
Texas.
with
I'm in Texas.
certain knowledge you have developed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Understand.
It took a while for me to actually grow up and mature to be where I'm at today. I wasn't like this 10, 20 years ago. I can honestly say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm most definitely could say I'm grateful to have went through and experienced what I have because I wouldn't be who I am today either. You know what I'm saying? Each day is an experience, and as human beings, each day is your own history in your life.
Exactly. It's a
In
lesson.
your life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna continue with my life, continue to grow and development.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue to grow and develop. You like that one, huh?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Let me tell you, my name is spelled 7ONE4ORD.
Okay then.
Home for it.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
I feel it. I feel like we got a lot of good shit out of there. A lot of good shit that needed to be said.
Yeah.
And before we go any further, I want to give a shout out to Natina Bates, who is on chat and is wondering where's Brandon, because he's usually always here. He's our co-host, and he's usually always here every podcast. But today we have our Uncle Malcolm filling in. That's right. And he's filling in today because Brandon cannot be here. I'm positive it probably has something to do with his kid. So it's all good. We will see him most likely again next week, Tuesday at 5.
Shout out to Brandon, man. Shout out to Brandon.
Shouts out.
Shout out to Brandon. Yeah.
He's
Probably watching us
Brandon,
right now.
Brandon,
You know,
if you're on here watching right now,
shout out,
you better
man.
say something in the chat because you know you're the man, dude. You're always like doing the right shit.
Yeah.
Always taking care of your son, always being a good dad
respect.
first.
Hey, shouts out to
And that's
fatherhood.
the
Shouts
best
out to
thing.
fatherhood.
Shouts
Any
out
man
to
can
fatherhood.
Yeah.
And I await the day where I join the club.
That's
Take
right.
your time with it. No rush.
Hey, better be ready, brother, for real, because
It's not easy work,
Yeah,
man.
no, I know. Hey, you know, it's the stress
Oh,
from
man.
hell I need. It's
Man.
the stress from hell I need.
And please don't have more than one baby mama.
No,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
no,
one
I
more,
want to
one.
make sure I am.
You start with
completely
one, then you train the
there for
one,
my
and then you
son.
train another.
And yeah, I don't want to have two of them at the same time and be like, who's your favorite, Dad? And I'm like, both of you every time. But like,
So imagine if you don't have a choice and they come out twins and you do have to.
Oh,
Some things you just don't
shit.
have control of. Huh?
no,
That's a thought, ain't it?
Don't put that on that, brother.
He said, "Oh, that look at his face."
I'm gonna wait now for real.
No. I mean, hey, that is a good thing. It's always a gamble of the dice. You never know what's gonna come out. It could be, hey, that happened one time. They made a whole show about it. Damn, can you imagine like your first time getting a woman pregnant and you come out with 8? Like,
Oh, that Aquamom shit.
damn.
Yeah, she busted out like 8 of them,
That's
man.
a hell of a
I'm gonna
pill
try
to
to sue
swallow.
her. I'm gonna try to sue her.
I don't know how she did it, bro. I'm
I'm
like,
like, no, you didn't tell me that this is even possible in your bloodline, in your family.
or anything, yeah.
This is false advertisement.
Oh,
I was like, you trapped
Oh,
me.
man.
You trapped me.
Nigga,
I didn't-
Oh man, false advertisement. That's funny.
You didn't say nothing about a kid when we was talking about a kid.
Yeah.
God damn it.
We said
Nah,
a
for
kid,
real.
not 8 kids.
I had to buy 8 boxes of diapers
Yeah.
a month. Oh hell no.
Somebody said that?
Oh
Man.
man.
Said that or what?
No, he said that.
No,
He said
no,
that.
that's what I was saying. That's
That's real
just what I
life,
was
though.
saying.
That's real
But
life.
hey,
Bro, that's like almost like $600-700 of diaper a month, man.
Yeah.
That's- oh, wow.
you're gonna need 5 jobs.
Oh man.
You're gonna need Goodwill. You're gonna need Goodwill and everything else.
Dollar
Don't
store.
worry, man.
Man, Dollar Tree,
Yeah,
Indian,
for real.
Costco, you gonna need it all, man. You gonna need wholesale.
Wholesale,
You gonna
yeah.
need to holler at the distributors.
You're gonna need to go straight
You know,
to the
I need a
warehouse.
pallet, man.
Straight to
You,
the
you
warehouse.
also need to
right.
collect all those
Yeah.
coupons from the newspaper,
Man.
man.
No, for real. Oh my
And
god.
just think about it, the cost of living
That's
in the state
crazy.
of Washington, let alone Seattle.
It's already high for one
No,
person.
Oh my god.
Trying to just
It's
provide a
ridiculous.
roof
man.
over their head.
It's ridiculous here.
Wow.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in to Natina. I'm already a little faded, and I've only had 1 beer. But I blame my freaking low fat ratio or whatever. I'm at like 5.2 fat to body ratio. I'm way too skinny.
I don't gotta worry about that.
I wish I had your problem. I could work the other way around. Gaining weight is such a freaking issue for me. I've been eating like a bunch of beans, a bunch of rice. People are now saying eat more cheese and eat more ice cream. Like
Yeah.
just do whatever
Yeah.
to gain the weight. Cause like I'm hitting the gym too. So like every time I go,
Well, don't go to the gym. Just eat some food.
They get big.
Then go
Yeah.
to the
Get
gym.
chunky.
Yeah, turn that fat into a little bit of muscle after that. I'm cool though, cause when I be, you know what I'm saying, outside, I'm
Yeah.
working shit, you feel me, and I'm not really, you know, so I'm cool with right here, you know what I'm saying? And my lady love it.
there you go.
Protein and starchy food, you know, from potatoes, mashed potatoes, peanut butter,
Yeah.
oatmeal,
Oh, I've been eating hella peanut butter toast
pasta,
every
from
morning,
spaghetti,
every
lasagna,
lunch.
like
This man
that's
needs some
what's gonna put the
fufu,
weight
man.
on you.
Gotta
But
get that fufu.
you know
in.
what you think might put the weight on you, it could just be part of your DNA structure, man.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they can't get big.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, like they say,
Sure
I'm
enough.
an endomorph or whatever, like the gym people, and that means I'm naturally hard to gain for. It's very difficult for me to gain weight. Like I have to not burn a lot of calories, and I naturally burn a lot of calories because I have a very fast metabolism.
You may have to wait till you get a certain age too. Sometimes
That's
when
what I've
body-
been waiting.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. I'm 28 years old now, and like you know.
Once you get to 40,
Yeah, like what? Do I have to wait until 40 for this to start slowing down? I don't know.
And you 30 right now.
I'm about to be 30 in a couple years.
so once you hit like
Couple
40
years.
something, bro, that's when the belly's gonna come through.
That'd be great.
So that would be great.
Then I can go to the gym and actually like burn and earn some shit. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, if you're doing the gym, you trying to put on weight. Yeah, cardio.
Yeah, because whatever you ate and you work out, it's
No,
gone.
I don't do cardio. All I'm doing is going in there and trying to just. That's all I'm doing because I get enough
If you're
cardio
gonna do weights, you
longboarding.
got to go heavy because that's what's gonna put the mass on the bulk. Try to put the bulkiness at, along with eating too.
Yeah,
Because there's one thing about working out, whether it's cardio or doing heavy, your metabolism is burning because your heart is pumping.
yeah,
The faster
yeah.
your heart pump, the more your metabolism gets pumped. You know, something I know. I used to lift weights myself.
Yeah. I mean, I
Years.
can't lift anything too impressive. I'm like in the gym. I'm mostly working on my shoulders because they're so weak. So I'm hitting like 15 pounds, and then once they burn out, I have to switch to freaking 12s and 10s, because like otherwise I'm gonna just start hurting myself at the gym. Then I'll feel real dumb.
Shoulders, you can do shoulder press, dumbbells, flat bar. You got
Yeah.
shrugs. You can do as well. You know what shrugs are?
Yeah. I've been doing like a lot of like
Shotgun.
Arnold presses, a lot of those other kind of T1s where you like do like the shifting and going like that, that, that. Yeah.
So just the upper body.
Yeah. Well, I'm mostly trying to get more like shoulder strength because my shoulders are stupid weak. Is what I figured out. My shoulders and my like chest stupid weak. So like that's what I'm focusing on because like as far as like my arms, they're fine because I worked at a moving company and that's mostly what I use, my arms and my back. But like my chest and my shoulders are so freaking weak. I hate it, and it's also hurting my back. So I gotta do something about it. My chest is starting to go like that. So I gotta do something about it.
Hibernate, bulk up, and then hit the gym. Don't do no cardio.
Yeah.
No, I've
Cardio.
completely
That
stopped doing
is
cardio.
burning all your fat.
Yeah.
Whatever's in there is burning it.
Like for real, don't go hit the gym. Don't do nothing, nigga. Hibernate.
Yeah.
Go
Just be
work,
like a
you know
bear,
what
bro.
I'm
Just
saying?
eat for like 3
Yeah,
months.
for real. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself about a straight good month and a half. See what happens. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Drink a lot of beer too. That'll help.
All right. Raven Newman says, go down to the corner store, buy trees, and get more pizzas and ice cream, Anthony.
Hell yeah.
And then, my dad's on here.
Hey,
He said,
Hey, Dad.
Malcolm is there. What's up, bro?
hey, what's up, bro? What's going on, man? You know I had to come here and show your son, my nephew, some support, man. All the way in
That's right.
Seattle doing it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what family is about, man.
Yeah.
Showing each other support, man. And I'm one of the family members that's going to show our family support, man. Let alone if I'm available. I'm there for my family.
Say that.
I love them.
Hey,
I
that.
respect them. And I honor them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the dopest thing you can do is be there for your family as much as you can.
That's true.
Say that. Hey, that.
Yep. Can't put a price on honor.
No, you can't.
Family is a blessing. You know, loved ones is a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, look at life.
loved
Some
one.
people don't have
Any
loved ones
any
or
loved one is
family.
a blessing. Family
You
or
know,
not.
so-
You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
So to have that and have that support, you know, to me, I wouldn't be being myself if I wasn't here right now in this present time and day with nothing else to do and not supporting him.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying? And supporting his future and what he got going on. I wouldn't be the man that I know I am and capable of being if I wasn't here and I wasn't doing nothing. Just sitting on the couch or doing nothing. Ain't no way playing
I
a
can't
PlayStation or something.
do it.
And I could be assisting myself to my nephew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't cost me nothing but my time.
There you
Little
go.
gas money. I'm there.
Yeah,
You know, I ain't had to think twice about this move.
Yeah.
And we appreciate having you here on the podcast, Malcolm.
Thank you.
I think you're one of the most humble, awesome people you can invite on here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You always have like a good, great attitude.
Like I said, it was something I had to work on for years, you know.
Nah, I
Once
feel
something
it.
that was just developed, you know, certain things, you know, came from the, you know, the inner, what's the word I want to use? The inner teachings that I was taught,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
My parents taught me about respect and loving and caring. You know, I wasn't just cold-hearted, but it took me time to grow up and mature to not be selfish. A lot of decision making I made was about self. I could have been like, oh, I'm doing this for my kids, or I'm doing this for so-and-so. You know, the fact was I was doing it for my self-gratitude because it was something I wanted to do at the time.
Okay.
So now at this age, I'm taking accountability of all that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm giving more. You know,
Yeah.
I'm praising more. I'm living life each and every day. You heard me say it, Anthony, with gratitude. I got plenty to be grateful for. You know, I
Nah,
woke
I
up
feel
and
it,
I
I
still
feel
got 10 toes. It's the little things we look
Nah,
at like
for
we
real.
should have, but don't acknowledge having it. I'm
Yeah.
grateful for
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful I could see. If I was blind,
Yeah.
I'm grateful I could taste and hear.
Yeah.
You know, each and every human being have something to be grateful for if they still breathing. You know, if I'm dead, I'm grateful I lived a life. You know, I can go upstairs and say, you know what, hey, I'm gone, but you know what, I lived a life. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
You know?
Nah, that's real shit. We gotta get back on topic though, because we be getting a little off topic all the time. But that was a good one. I don't mind getting off topic for that. That was always good. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. All right,
Let's
so
talk
then-
about it.
Yeah. Let's do
All
it.
right, Fahad,
What's
The
good?
last thing that we got to talk about on your topics is the show that also starts, and it's called
The Last of Us.
The
It's
Last of Us.
dope.
So, how has that show been? I haven't seen it, but I've heard nothing
It's
but good things.
it's pretty good. It's like literally like the video game if you ever played The Last of Us. And,
Yeah, I've beaten that. Yeah.
It's amazing. And they got like different type of zombies. They got like all these roots that like connect to them, and if you step on it, they send a signal like a GPS, and they all know where you're at. So they all come at once.
Yeah, so it's
running. They know exactly where you're at because it's the roots that's showing them exactly where you're at.
yeah, and all that is based on this actual fungus that actually exists.
Yeah.
And basically, their whole thing is to take control of ants and mind control them, make them go up to leaves, bite on them, and then they'll grow out of their heads and stuff and release spores. And they'll make them do this around other ants, so that way the spores get on the ants, and then they infect more. And their whole plan of that is to get eaten by birds, which is why they're on high leaves, biting on it and doing all that stuff, so that way it gets infecting more people.
Yeah.
And they saw that and they were like, oh, we can make a virus video game about it. And then that video game got really, really good.
Yep.
And now it's a really good TV show, right, Fod?
3 episodes so far, every Sunday.
That's crazy because I seen that on, might have been Netflix or something.
Is it on Netflix or what was it on?
It's on one of those.
The Last of
channels.
Us? It's on HBO.
HBO
It's
Max.
on
Yeah.
That's what it's on.
Yeah,
You show right.
Yeah.
And somebody was telling me about it, and I'm intrigued about it. And want to you made me more intrigued because you broke it down. Somebody just asked, like, did you see it's a good one, man? You need to check it out.
Dope.
But you had kind of broke it down.
Yeah.
And personally, like, I watched The Walking Dead, and it got something
It's
to do
better.
with zombies.
It's
so
better.
if it's like that,
It's
and
a
you
little
saying
better.
it's better, hey,
Yeah.
It's
Like the
definitely
buildings,
better.
right? Well, once the fungus took over and the
Uh-huh.
earth, most of the earth got abandoned because of the fungus that's in the people that's moving them. Like the trees were like growing on the buildings. There's like bushes and trees. Like earth was taking it back. Yeah,
Right,
it's like, oh, there's no humans, so I'm taking it back.
Mhm.
So you just see trees
Tree
growing
vines,
inside
trees.
buildings. Yeah, everything covered. It's
man.
amazing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I might have to tune into that.
Yeah, it's a little long though. It's like an hour an episode, but it's dope. Like I got lost in it.
What? This the first series, second series?
The first.
Okay,
The first.
I can catch up.
And 3 episodes so far.
Okay. That's what's up. I'm gonna tune into that.
Yeah, I actually like that show. It's you gotta be smart, and then you gotta like after. So there's the zombies you gotta worry about, and then there's the people you gotta worry about too. So there's raiders, and there's slavers. There's people that'll catch you and just sell you, slave you to whatever other. Yeah, so you gotta like you're not only worried about the zombies, you're also worried about people jacking your shit or like taking you or getting raped. It's just
Right. So the
it's
world
crazy.
is just rogue.
Yeah,
at
the
that
world
point.
is just it's anarchy.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it sounds like. Complete anarchy. And it looks like we have reached the auto servo moment where auto servo turns on this camera and it blurs out. So I'm going to fix that.
Yeah.
And while I do that, we're going to turn it over to Malcolm, who will talk about his CDL journey on how he got from where he was to trained on CDL and how that is now. Take it away, Malcolm.
Okay, now. Thank you. Man, let me see. I've actually had my license, my CDL license since last November. So I do have about a year and a month left. I mean, as far as experience, where I come from, what made me decide to step out and get my CDL is crazy because to me it's like a dream come true. What I mean by that was when I was a kid, I actually wanted to drive a semi-truck or be a psychiatrist. You know,
Okay.
and for me in this day and age and time to actually fulfill one of my dreams. It happened. I love it with a passion. I'm learning a lot from it. I started out working in warehouse and Tacoma, Washington. It's called Rich Light.
Yeah.
I was worked third shift, working in the warehouse. They trained me how to work the forklift and everything. And at the time, I knew even when I got hired there, I wanted my CDLs.
Yeah.
I was at that point in my life like, this is what I want. So what I did was all my thoughts and my plan that was inside my brain,
Yeah.
I wrote it down. What is it going to take for me to get my CDL? How do I get there? How do I go to school? So I did the research,
Yeah.
and for me, the research started with self, meaning what is my responsibility to be able to achieve to get my CDL? At the time, I didn't even have a driver's license.
Okay.
So if I don't have a license,
How am
I
I gonna
can't
get
even
to
go
that?
to school to get a CDL driver's license.
Yeah.
To get a CDL school, for one, you have to have a driver's license.
Yeah.
You have to be legally able to drive to get inside a CDL school.
Yeah.
When you're inside that CDL school, now you can, or before you go to CDL school,
Yeah.
you could get a CDL permit because you have a driver's license.
Mhm.
But without a driver's license, there's no way I can even think about becoming a CDL driver. So it started with self.
Yes.
I had oh my God, so many tickets from when I was younger, just road, outlaw, I can laugh about it now because, it's my past. I grew from it, I learned from it. So, I research, I'm calling, state to state, I'm finding out all these tickets. I'm trying to get some expunged because some of them was made back from when, I ain't had my license since I was 16 years old when I first got it.
Oh man.
I just got my license, CDL license, 14 months ago, and maybe my driver's license maybe 2 years ago from when I was 16.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So legally driving. So I had to find out how much I own all these tickets. Outstanding parking tickets, speed tickets, whatever they was.
Yeah.
Then I had to pay that off. Pay this state off. Some of them expunged them. Some of them dropped the price.
Okay.
Some of them didn't, so I had to pay it.
Wow.
It's crazy because to this day, even though I got my CDL license, I'm on a payment plan just to keep my license because I owe so much in that state. I had to give them a nice down payment, and I'm still paying on it. It's cool for me because now I'm in a career field I'm in, so it works for me now. I legally can drive. I don't have the issue of can I have the driver's license and insurance card and all that. Here's my driver's license. Normally I'm like, I ain't got one of them. Here go my name and my social security number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me the ticket or take me in. That's one of the two. They're gonna do. So it feels great to just have a license. But how I got my CDL, like I said, I wrote down my plan. All the steps I had to take to get to school first, I accomplished it. Like I said, I'm doing research.
What exactly besides having your license, obviously, does it take to acquire the CDL?
Nothing for real. You can honestly,
like school wise, you have to have any kind of certifications.
Your certification is your driver's license.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only requirement.
Okay.
Besides being an American citizen.
So for people out there that's wondering what they got to do, just have a clean no.
It's not even about having a facts. I think they want you, maybe like moving violations free, maybe 6 months or something like that. It really ain't too bad.
Right.
But really the main requirement is having a driver's license. You have a driver's license, the school is going to accept you. The school is going to have a price. Just depend on, do you just want the basic CDL? Do you want a CDL with endorsements? Then that comes to how long you want to stay in school. What I mean by endorsements, hazmats, dealing with chemicals, fuel, that's hazmats. Learning how to drive, triple or double trailers.
Right.
Besides just
so before that, when you're talking about going to school now, that's obviously the process to get your CDL, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the school involved? What is it? How long is that? And what was the process?
The process for me was.
How did you enjoy that as well?
Oh yeah, the process for me was I called around to several schools that I found listed. And what's good about the internet nowadays and Google search is you can you could type in CDL school and it's just going to be a list. Now you like, okay, now you look for maybe the nearest towards you or the rankings. You're going to get those stars, far as the ranking. The ranking for them is such and such graduates out of such and such graduates. So if this school has a lot of graduates and not so many not graduates, this means the school is teaching, students are passing, learning what they need to learn to possess and pass a test, the requirement to have a CDL license. So with me was I had to talk with my wife. This is what I wanted to do. She agreed. Go ahead and do it. She asked me, was I still going to work or was I just going to go to school? I told her I want to do both. I want to work and go to school. She said, okay, it's going to be hard. She's went to college and worked at the same time. She's like, it may sound easy, but it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
I'm working third shift from 11 to 7. My CDL school started at 7:30 in the morning. So from work, I'm driving straight to CDL school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I completed it and passed it on my first try, but it took what I call the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline.
Yeah.
That's right.
It took me to be dedicated and committed to what it was I was in school for, that I chose to go to school for. See, this was me invested in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I told myself this time in life, I'm going to invest in myself.
Right.
So I went to school for it. Some people go to school for college, trade, whether it's electrician, plumbing, etc. IT, whatever it is. My trade, what I wanted for myself was to drive. I love to drive. I have a passion for it. Then I said, man, I could go to school for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 months, and walk out of there, and I could still get paid what somebody got to go to school for 4 years and do.
Yeah.
In they trade.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And still get paid just as much as they is. You know what I'm saying? To put me in a different tax bracket. This was something I chose for myself.
It's the commitment.
And that's where it come from, the commitment. That's why I use my 3 Ds, man. Dedication, determination, and discipline. Because without it, I wouldn't be here today. I had to be dedicated to my dream, something I wanted for myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to discipline myself to push myself after work to show up there.
Yeah.
That's discipline. It's just
discipline.
Like how Anthony is going to work out. It's discipline to continue to work out daily or have a schedule every other day or 5 days a week. It's called discipline, the mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing I know is I have control over me.
Exactly.
So therefore, by me knowing that, I'm going to stick to what I say. If I have control of me, my downfall will be my downfall, meaning I put myself in that situation. Certain things we don't have control in life, which is called roadblocks. I have no control if I get stopped by this red light. It don't make no sense for me to get mad. Oh man, I'm trying to woo. Nah, man, it's a red light. You ain't got no control of that.
Nope.
Sit your ass down, wait when it turns
red.
Keep
Then you move.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? So why should I get all in my body? So since this was something I wanted for self, I said I'm going to do it and I'm going to accomplish. I'm going to make something of it. And this is just the beginning because, my end game is to be an owner operator, which is to have my own truck.
Your own truck, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm in the process of getting the experience, the year experience I have under myself.
Yeah.
I'm under the process of networking, while I'm out there in the field talking to owner operators. How did they get there? What mistakes they made? I'm learning. I'm using my 3 L's: look, listen, and learn. You know what I'm saying? This is how you obtain knowledge. This is how you obtain getting closer to your goals, your dreams, what it is you want for self. This is something I want for self and something I am going to achieve. Failure is not an option for me. And I allow my goals and my dreams, to be honest, to be realistic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, well, oh man, I'm going to invest $2,000-3,000 in stock market and I'm going to hit and be a millionaire.
Nah, that can just go.
You know what I'm saying?
That can just go poof.
It's not realistic. So I make it realistic to my life and to the lifestyle, my present lifestyle I'm at right then and there, which make it achievable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can see myself with a truck. because all it takes is for me keeping my license clean,
Clean.
for me to grow my credit, because the world is
Yep.
revolves around credit. You
Yep.
know, getting a car,
Yeah,
getting a
everything.
truck, you know, getting an apartment,
Yeah.
everything. So obtaining credit, you know what I'm saying? Continue to grow my credit while I'm driving, keep my license clean,
Yeah.
do my paperwork. I have the legal right to submit my paperwork to have my own business, which is a LLC.
Yeah.
Anybody can have their own LLC,
Yeah.
That's
and it's
true.
only like $100-something, or $80-something. It's
Yeah,
nothing.
mine
Yeah.
only costs $100.
Yeah, and you got a name for your company. All I have to do is fill out
Exactly.
some paperwork. You
Yeah.
know,
That's how I got
be
FPS.
responsible and make a plan and start saving where I can have some type of down payment
Yeah.
with my credit. And here it is. I have a company, so it's realistic. It's not me saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be a brain surgeon. I ain't even a doctor."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You know, so I make my goals and and envision myself and create my goals. And when I create my goals, I look at my present state. How can I get there? It's like a baby. You have to, I couldn't, when I was born, I couldn't just get out. When I came out my mom's womb and I was able to walk, I couldn't even stand on my own 2 feet. I couldn't even hold my head up. So it's these steps you have to take, these baby steps, they call them. I can't just take off running. I have to crawl first.
Yeah.
So I'm at the crawling space. Then I get to walk. Then I
Yeah.
get to jog. And then I get to run.
Yeah.
And
Once you get to run, you don't have to look
I'm
back.
humble with it
That's
because
right.
I understand it already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to discourage myself with it. You know what I'm saying? It's called having confidence. If you have confidence in yourself and your dreams and goals is actually realistic to where you at in that present time and day, you can achieve anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. If I had what this generation have now in this world, man, I'm quite sure I would have been a multi-millionaire. Man, we didn't have internet, smartphones, of knowledge right here at your hands,
Yeah.
access to it like that. We got to read books and libraries. Like some of this stuff is non-existent from when I was younger.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to be here in this day and age to assist, to see it. But man, if I had access to so much knowledge that we have now
Yeah.
at our hands, at a cell phone, a smartphone watch, like come on, like whoa. It's so much, man. Life is
Yeah, I mean,
life
it
is
could be a
good,
real
but it's
game
what you make
changer.
of it.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? It's what you make of it.
Yeah.
So to me, getting a CDL was something I just put in my mind, wrote down, and just like a to-do list. Check it off, check it off, check it off, check it off.
That's always what
Yeah,
helps
yeah.
me. I have to make like a little brain dump of like,
Yeah, it's
okay,
a real-
what can I actually do? And what of those things do I really want to do? And then start prioritizing, just start checking off as many crap as I can in a single day. Because I don't know, like ever since I've been 28, I've realized, holy crap, I really only got maybe 70 something years of living left. If I'm lucky. If I'm very lucky. I really gotta plan the rest of this shit out. Because otherwise, everything else that I want to happen is not gonna happen. And that's not something I want to live with. But as much as I want to keep talking about this, we are at like 53 minutes.
Uh-oh.
And we want to start wrapping some of this stuff up. So the next thing I was going to talk about was some life lessons that we've learned. But I'm not going to lie, Malcolm, you covered a lot
Of that already.
lot of that.
Yeah.
Especially the first 30 minutes.
Yeah,
So I'm going to say that's good. So all I got left are my 2 topics that I want to talk about and bring to light, because there's a bunch of good happening in Seattle and good change that's happened, especially with the city council and stuff that they've changed and passed. A lot of the people that used to be there, and I'm not saying this without the mic. Okay. So a lot of the people that used to be in the Seattle City Council did not support Seattle very well. They supported ideas more than people, and once you know it, a lot of people ended up getting upset. And then people started leaving because they didn't like that all the people they were representing were mad at them for passing what they thought were great ideas. But now things have changed, and now the city of Seattle, especially after all the Corona stuff happened, They passed a $9.7 billion electric bill relief fund. So anyone in the city of Seattle that was under on their Seattle City Light electric bill is receiving some sort of relief. And for us personally, it's like practically almost $900 of relief fund. And
Wow.
we will see that in March. And that is definitely something to, you know what? Well done, Seattle Council. You did actually something useful that does help people, not just ideas. So thank you very much. Please continue doing that with helping people and not just fun ideas. That would be cool because people are what matter. And that's the good. And now we have to talk about the bad.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
It's
why
the
we're here.
bad.
During our last podcast, from at 7:30 something, a woman was killed by a Seattle PD by responding to a priority 1 call. She was hit and run and killed. She was a college student. She was transferred over from India,
Damn.
and she was killed. And the people that hit her did not stop. They kept going to the priority 1.
Damn. Do they
And
have
that's
suspects or
bad.
anything?
Oh yeah, there are. Yeah, the suspect is the police. They hit her.
Police hit her. Oh wow.
Responding to a priority 1 call, they straight up hit and killed her. And I feel extremely bad for her parents that were just trying to have her go to a good school to have a better life. And this is the result, which I don't think I have to say it, but I will anyways. It is very unacceptable.
That's some bullshit.
And manslaughter is manslaughter. Just because you represent the law does not mean you're above it. And that's all I'm going to say about that because I don't know any of the other details. But this happened last week around 7:30 something p.m. And it was reported on the King 5 News if you want to look it up for yourself. And I don't expect anyone else to have anything really to say about that. There's not really much to say other than I feel for the parents.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, my condolences to the family and loved ones. Rest in peace. My condolences to the family and loved ones.
it's very unfortunate. But accountability, I'm not going to lie, has to be taken into accountability. I mean, it's not cool. And that's all I have to say about the city of Seattle. There's good things happening, and there's also some problems that do need to be addressed. And that's about it. I honestly should have started with the bad thing first, because now it kind of leaves this weird kind of aura, kind of energy, and I don't like it. So, yeah. While I set up for the live performance by Tone Ford, I'm going to leave it over to Malcolm. And he can go over any other sort of life lessons he might not have gone over in the last 30 minutes on the podcast. So take it away, Malcolm.
All right, thank you, Anthony. Life lessons. So many at my age I can easily go back to speak about, but I think this one that comes to mind, honestly, life lessons. I'm gonna use the word guilt. I think that's a strong one that us as human beings, eventually in life deal with. Guilt, regret.
Yeah.
Whether it's a loved one passing, you like, man, I should have been checking on grandma more. That guilt.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm running these streets. I missed my son graduate. Something is. So I'm gonna say my life lessons that's very dear and growing for me. I would say guilt, and I say like with my old man. I honestly had and I'm using past tense because my father is deceased. I mean, so for me to open up and say this on live screen, shows growth in me because it was hard for me to talk about my old man or his death. Um, and it was that for many years. I'm talking about. I can honestly say decade. I lost my father when I was about 13 to 14 years old. I was a freshman in high school. Beginning of my freshman year, I lost him. A brutal crime of murder. My father was a law-abiding citizen. He wasn't in the streets. He actually worked for Southern Bell, which was a telephone company in the South, AT&T, but it was Southern. A working man. He was a father to me and his children, my brother and sister, and I lost him. He got paid that night. Went out to the lounge in Jackson, Mississippi. Went there just to have a beer after work, man. Happened to get into an argument with a dude. He was walking in with his female companion. My father didn't know him or her. He came in loud, argued with him. My father, like, hey, man, you might not want to be so loud or they're going to kick you out. Obviously, you've been there a while. And the bouncing them, they're going to kick you out if you're being disruptive and loud. Now, in a situation like that, man, you could take it as a pull-up, somebody looking out for you. Or you be intoxicated and be like, mind your business. Is you fucking my bride, something. He came out negative. He ended up getting loud with my father trying to, hey man, fall back, I ain't on that. And now the bouncing them come over and they escort him and his girl, but they escorted my father because now it looked like there's two males confrontation. Escorted him out the back door, man. Dude had a brother, he came in from behind, man, from my father, the Ford Nelson, and stabbed him in the heart and in the ribs, robbed him. Then threw him up under a parked car in the alley. This how I lost my father. So that's something I had to live with, and I used the word guilt. Why did I feel guilty for it? Because my dad used to come get me and my sister every year. The last day of school, he'd be in Chicago, come to get us from Mississippi. And I lost him. And before I left, every year that summer, I used to always ask my mom, can I stay with my dad? Can I stay with my dad? She's like, no, you coming home. I wanted to be around my dad instead of just the summer. So the guilt I felt was if I was staying with my dad, his life would have played out differently because now he has his son in the household. Not saying he wouldn't have been in that lounge at that time, but he might have not.
He might have not.
You know what I'm saying? Each decision you make, it affects the life, your future. Me being, if I didn't be here, I've been doing something else, so my future would have been. If I didn't be here, alter my future in this present state. That's what I mean by that. So I felt a lot of guilt for that for decades, man. Like, man, if my mom, would have just said, yeah, you could stay down there and live with your dad, I felt like my dad would be here to this day. So this is something I'm opening up. It's hard for me. I'm talking about I named one of my sons after my father, first, middle, and last name. That's how much my father meant to me. But it was a guilt that ate up at me. I'm talking about decades, man. Pluralizing decades. A decade is 10 years. We talking about decades, man. That this was the envision and the guilt that played on me. And it was a psychological thing that I implanted in my head. What I mean by that is we have control of us. Even when we're dealing with our emotion, it's for us to either we can make irrational decisions or we can make rational decisions. What I was doing was I was self-defeating myself with the emotion, guilt, and making irrational decisions, blaming self. Well, I had nothing to do with that situation, but that was the only way I was able to maybe self-deal with it, blame self. I'm a kid, what I'm saying? I don't know no better, but it took me years to actually get over that and that self-guilt, man. And self-guilt can just conquer you and deteriorate you in the inside. You could walk around and look normal and everything else, but it's inside your soul, inside the core of you, the human being in you. You know what I'm saying? So that's myself. I say that's my wisdom for the day. Something I've learned in time is guilt, man. That's a strong one that will eat at you at the core. And certain days you don't even realize it and it just pops up. And you're like, man, I look at it all the time. I got kids and everything, man. And I used to look at it like, man, my kids ain't even gonna be able to meet their grandfather. My dad had never been able to hold his grandkids by me because I wasn't living with him. This what I was putting in my head, and it wasn't fact. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put him in danger. I didn't.
No.
I'm in a whole nother state, but the guilt ate at me as a child and lingered on to me as an adult. So, my advice is, as human beings, we all have emotions.
Yeah.
My wisdom would be find a way to counterattack those emotions, but most importantly, recognize them. Because if you able to recognize the emotion you're feeling at that moment, you can teach yourself and train yourself how to deal with it and make those rational decisions with them, so you can have a positive outcome. Not positive about death, but if I was able to not blame myself, I would have been able to go through life saying, not blame myself, like, man, that's messed up, that happened. I dealt with it. I dealt with the grief. I'm able to just, like I said, it took me years to be able to speak to my old man or about my old man. It was something I kept in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was blaming myself. That guilt, man. That guilt. But that will most definitely be a life lesson.
Yep.
Let's talk about it.
All right, let's fucking talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's some real. That's as real as it gets. That's as real as
Some
it gets.
deep talk.
Yeah, man. That's what this show about. Let's talk about it,
Yeah.
man. Uncensored, uncut, but real.
Yep.
That's right.
Real, authentic.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Authentic, man.
That's right.
Official, like a referee whistle. We're not calling timeouts here.
That's right. We're gonna talk about it. And while we're talking about it, we're gonna go and get on with our live performance because we went through all our topics.
Yep.
We're at an hour and 6 minutes, so it's time for Tone Forward.
Tone Forward, let's do it, baby. Tone Forward in the building.
Yep.
Hello,
In the
what's
house.
going on, y'all? Tone Forward, Oneford. Tone Forward.
Let's go. And he's gonna perform the song. Hold on a second.
I could never.
I could never. All right, so we're gonna play it as soon as you hear it through the headphones.
Yeah, I got you.
Go ahead and get started.
Yeah, can you turn me up?
Turn him up.
I got it.
I can't. If he not me, nigga. Hate it when niggas say that they. Turn me up a little more. I can't trust no nigga if he's not me. I can't hate it when niggas say that they got me. Don't say you will when you won't, nigga. Don't say you love me when you don't, nigga. I will never, nigga. I can never, nigga. Can never switch up on the bros. I can't do that, nigga. You know?
Okay, I got it.
You don't got me, nigga. Don't say you will when you won't. Don't say you do when you don't. I can't. Hey, this is a true story. You hear me? Can't never switch up on the bros. Can't never go against the code. Won't fall for no nigga or no hoe. It's 44, it's all a nigga know. It's mash mode, nigga. Mashing for this cash hoe, nigga. On I-5 doing the whole dash, little nigga. To Aurora picked her up like that, little nigga. Mafioso ties get the bag, my nigga. Clientele jumping made the bag a little bigger. At a round table, sit down with my mafia niggas. Gipping and gandering like let me politic with ya. From the west to the north side. Hey, you know what's different how we slide? Uniquely different. Worldwide. No nigga if he's not me. I can't hate it when niggas say that they got me. Nigga, Don't say you will when you won't, nigga. Don't say you love me when you don't, nigga. I can never, I won't never, nigga. I can never ever trust no nigga if he's not me. I can't stand hated when niggas got me. Yeah. When you want, nigga. Don't say you love me when you don't, nigga. I can't never. I can't do that. I won't do that, nigga. I ain't gonna go against the code. Tone 4. Yeah, nigga. What's that? I hope y'all enjoyed that, you know what I'm saying? Because that was all original. You know what I'm saying? All I do is listen to the music, I let it sing to me, and I sing back. That's exactly what happened. You feel me?
Now it's Tone Forward.
Tone Forward in the building, y'all.
Tone Forward.
Wait.
Let's talk about it. Tone Forward.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if you agree or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I definitely do to check out whether or not that went well. Because I know you did great.
Are we off live?
If it didn't, I'll do it again. You feel me?
Nah, I think we're still
Shit,
live.
I give you a different. I give you a different song. Goddamn me. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know.
Yeah,
Shit.
like this is supposed to record desktop audio, so that way they can hear it on the stream.
This motherfucker stay lit. That's what we fire now. I hope y'all like that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I know. Hey, listen. When it comes to doing music, I don't own a pen and a pad. I really don't. I just go in there and I think about it. I say something. I say it again. You know what I'm saying? And I free record, man. And real talk. That's. You can put it in right now. Some shit. If it was like that, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter, bro. Rapping, music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Besides Barbara, you know what I'm saying? You guys can come to Gifted Cuts. Gifted Cuts with a Z on North Gateway. Come get a cut. Or come to the studio and get a cut. It don't matter. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Make a cut, get a cut. Good shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually screen share. Add screen share. Okay, I think it's OBS.
What the hell I mean?
So,
What does that mean?
so basically what that means is that I need to be on OBS.
I can't hear you, but I'm doing something now.
Bam.
I love you.
And then you go in here. And then you add this thing. Bam. And that should get me what I want. I think.
I can't stand
Not
it
getting
when
your
they
meetings.
say, I say,
Let
God,
me see.
don't say you will when you won't, nigga. Say you will when you won't. Don't say you do when you don't, nigga. I could never, I will never.
I mean, I know you definitely heard it for sure.
Never, nigga.
Bam. Do I just do this for them? There it is. We're gonna go again. We're gonna go again.
One more time?
One more time.
Can you turn me up a little louder than you did last night?
Yes, I can.
Like a little, you could do a little louder.
Yeah,
like,
I got you.
I
I got
think
you.
you could do it on the screen.
You smash it.
Or is it
Let's see.
computer output?
I think right there is good. Can you hear it on your end?
Yeah.
All right, we definitely got it this time.
Yeah.
It's
Finally.
taken 2 streams, but we finally figured this shit out.
It's all good. 1,000 parties, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
Let's go again. Let's go again.
Hit it with the TV, huh?
Let's go again. All right. This is once again Tone 4.
Tone Ford.
That's right.
7ONE4ORD.
And this is his single, I Could Never.
I can't.
Ready? Here we go.
Yeah. I don't know, nigga. But I know I can never. I can never ever trust no nigga if he not me. I can't stand hating when niggas say that they I hate them niggas. I can't never ever trust no nigga if he not me. I can't stand hater when niggas say that they got me. Don't say you will when you won't, nigga. Don't say you will when you don't, nigga. I can never. I don't ever trust no nigga if he's not me. I can't stand hater when niggas say that they got me. Look, don't say you will when you won't, nigga. Don't say you love me when you don't, nigga. I can never, I won't. I can never, I won't. I can never switch up on the bros. Stand against the code. I stand 10 toes, won't fold. For no nigga or no hoe. Look, it's 44, it's all a nigga knows. Mash mode, nigga. Mashing for this cash hoe, nigga. On our 5, doing the whole dash, little nigga. To Aurora, picked her up like that, little nigga. Ties get the bag, my nigga. Clientele jumping made the bag a little bigger. Had a round table, sit down with my mafia niggas. Gipping and gandering like let me politic with ya. From the west to the north side. You know it's different how we slide. Uniquely different. Worldwide, worldwide. Trust no nigga. No. I can't stand hate it when niggas say that they got me. Look, don't say you will when you won't, nigga. Don't say you love me when you don't, nigga. I won't never, I can never. I can never, I won't never. I can't, no nigga if he's not me. I can't stand, I hate when niggas say that they, I hate that shit, nigga. Don't say you will when you won't, nigga. Don't say you love me when you don't, nigga. I won't never, I can't never, no. I will never do that. I can't do that. I won't do that. Tone forward. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice,
Hey, you
man.
did
I
that.
can never tone forward. You know,
Tone
That's
forward.
right.
Give it up to him. Let's
Yeah.
talk.
From the west to the north, you can
Yeah.
talk
about
anywhere
it.
you want to, except for everywhere. Look, right now I'm only on SoundCloud. I'm just starting to do this. You feel me? I'm really been a barber. Gifted cuts. Come tap in. You can get a cut, or make a cut. Real shit. No matter what it is, we gonna get it popping. Real shit. Ooh, nigga on a breath.
You did that.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was
And
some
I'm
good
gonna be
shit.
honest,
That was some
man.
good shit.
The second time you did it was better than the first time.
Absolutely.
That's for
You know, I'm
sure.
talking about quality wise, man. 'Cause he was
Oh,
real low.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think because the music was real low in his ear. When he asked, could you turn it up? He just sounded like he was presenting better.
Man, that's all things.
You know, it was still the same words, but your
Nah, for
presentation
sure.
coming off.
Not for sure.
Yeah, I think that was way better.
I tried to EQ your
I
guys'
agree.
voices and everything. I don't know what you guys heard from the host end. I hope it was good, but you have
Really, all I just heard was
Yeah.
the music playing back to me.
Nice.
You have Anthony to thank for that.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
yeah.
just on the pre-end. I'm on the pre-production end. He's on the post.
Yeah,
So I
for
mean,
sure.
if
Well, I
anyone should
appreciate
thank
that. That
for
was definitely
music,
fun, and I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's what I like to do, man. I
You
like
did that.
promoting my fellow artists that
Yes, sir.
put a lot of work into their craft.
It's
man,
called
you
support.
know.
So as of right now, man, I just did a show last Saturday. You know what I'm saying? At Black Coffee. You know what I'm saying? Pitch Black Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Hosted the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? We was down there with I think it was Indie Nights Reloaded. You know what I'm saying? And we did our thing up there, man. It was real nice and it was real dope. You feel me? I really love this music. I've been putting it on pause because of this barbering, which I also love for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's just really time to go. You know what I'm saying? I found two loves in life. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right.
And earlier, like he said, time to do for self. You know what I'm saying? It's time to do for self and wealth, and time to really get it. You know what I'm talking about? For real. So I'm
Right.
going hard right now. You can go to SoundCloud, Tone Ford. Like I said, 7ONEFORD.
And all links will be in the description on the bottom of
Yeah.
this.
My Instagram, all that. You know what I'm saying? Come check me out. Gifted Cuts with a Z, North Gateway. Holla at us. Real shit.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that was freaking great. Tone forward, everyone. That was a great live performance. It took me a little second on the first try. we only have vocals. But on the second one, I figured it out, and we got the desktop, we got the music and the vocals that time.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the one on the YouTube cut that's gonna be on there. That's right.
I appreciate
So
that.
stay tuned for all of that, and I'll definitely send you a copy, Tone. Yep. I want to thank Malcolm for coming all the way out here from the
Thank you,
South
man.
Gulf.
Appreciate
My
you.
pleasure, man.
Thank you, Malcolm.
Appreciate it.
Malcolm.
You know, most definitely want to throw a shout out to the co-host, man. Me sitting in the seat and everything,
for
it's an
sure.
honor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
You know, I most definitely want to show that man
Yeah,
respect.
man.
Yeah.
Love
It's
you,
an honor.
real
Thank
talk. Real
You
talk.
know, both have to.
Hey, it's
You
just
too-
what
you
we
too
do
over there.
every
Sound
Tuesday
man, I
at
love
5.
you too. Love you to death, brother.
Hey, dude, great
Yeah.
to meet you, Tone.
Come on.
Absolutely. Dittos, my man.
Come on.
And definitely gotta give a shout out to the PA
Oh,
of the day,
Oh,
Chef
fuck.
Maine. You can check out his
Hey,
stuff, which will also be on the bottom. He does some beat making and whatnot.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
Yeah.
always gotta give a shout out to the guy that comes and helps and makes the sound even a little better than I can make it.
Oh, dude, I appreciate that. Hit me up at any time. We'll put the email in chat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yup. And thank all of you guys for coming to talk about it. Every freaking Tuesday at 5, a social
So,
commentary
yeah,
for
man.
good people heading better directions where change is always possible. Ah, you couldn't resist, could you, Frank?
No.
Nah.
It's easy in
Yeah.
German, but it just sounds like I fuck easy. It's just the way it's.
Ah, the easiest. But yeah, thanks for coming out
It's too
tonight.
funny, man.
Hey.
Tune in next time to see who
Yeah.
we have playing for our live performance and to see who the other co-host is. It's probably Brandon. Adios. Goodbye.
Right,
Also-
let's talk about it.
That's right.
Also, I'm getting my revenge tomorrow and Anthony on.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Tomorrow we'll be on and 2 holes, 1 putt, our
Yeah.
golfing channel.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Live at 7 p.m. Goodbye, everybody.
Later. That was great.